Even in the art, week 10. So week 9 was spent on spring break, which you may have used. Well done for you. If not, this is the week that you are working on your display board. You should have picked one up for me before spring break so that you could work on it. And you have in your packet a picture of where everything should go. And it might seem this is too rigid. That's just how science is. Science isn't real free form and creative and colorful. It's really kind of to the point. It seems really simple and plain, but it is the results and the findings that make science exciting. So if your board looks plain and simple because it's in black and white, you're probably doing the right thing. So let's go over what needs to be on that display board. You do have also your display board checklist in your packet to check all of these off as you go. It needs to have a title. It has to be large enough to be read from a distance away because people are going to be meandering through this large gym and you want them to see your title and be like, goldfish on a stovetop? I need to read about that. And they come across the room to see your data. So something that's big enough and eye-catching enough to draw somebody's attention. Your purpose, your hypothesis, your procedure, all of these things are also needing to be on your board. Now, with that said, that does not mean you take your typed up written report and staple it to your board. Please don't do that. That's so much information that doesn't need to be seen. Now, your procedure in your written report is going to be meticulous and it is going to be detailed and it is going to be amazing. That's what's important. On your display board, they just need to have a general idea of what you did. You don't need to line by line every single step that you did. It is for them to have a general idea of the steps you went through to get the results that you did. Materials. Your board will look really plain and simple. Materials is one of those that you could put physical materials on your board to help them understand. Or if you're making a list of your materials, adding a picture from Clipart on there sometimes just helps jazz up your board a little bit. Now your results, graphs, and charts. Please make these a little more colorful. A black and white graph chart, not so good. This is where you get a chance to use a little color. If you do use color, please give me a key that tells me what the colors represent if they're not written directly on it. Your conclusion will be on there. Again, please don't take your written report and attach it to your display board. This is where you get to summarize. This is where you get to use simpler language, as if you were going to be explaining this to a small child, kindergarten, first grader. You take out some of the bulk of your language. This is your display board is a teaser for them to want to leaf through your written report and find out more information. The display board doesn't contain all of the information, is not exhaustive in any way. The other things that your display board are graded on is neatness, organization, and conventions. Did you spell stuff right? Don't spell stovetop wrong as your big title piece. Please check it before you write it in permanent marker or use a large print across the top of your board. Check things out. But those are the basics of your display board.